Welcome back, cousins, to Ro Reacts TV, where I react, review, and recap skits from the Country Wayne skit universe. Now, just the other day, we saw Zashery. She came in, she had a heartfelt conversation with her sister Shayla. She told Shayla that she was hurt. She didn't appreciate how Delicia just came in and was able to move in with her for a couple of weeks or however long. She told Shayla that when she asked to stay there, she had nowhere else to go. She told Shayla that it seems as though she's always there for Shayla and Shayla is not there for her. It's not reciprocated. So today she's going to step in and she's going to see Shayla having a good old time with her friend Delicia, and it's going to drive her mad. So the scene starts and Zash comes into Shayla's house and she says, "Hello, hey, I'm here." And they don't say anything. They're still talking, holding a little conversation. And when she hits the kitchen, she says, "Hey, girls." And then they say, "Hey, Zash." She makes her way on over to the couch. She gives Delicia a hug. She says, "What are you guys doing?" And Shayla says, "We're stalking on the internet." She says, "Stalking? Who are you stalking?" Delicia sits up. She says, "Her new boo." And then Shayla says, "No, we're trying not to." Zashery says, "Your new boo?" And Delicia says, "Iman, yes." Now Zashery's face is all messed up. She's like, "Iman?" Delicia comes in. She says, "We just talked this up." She says, "I told you was about to get you a new boo." Shayla says, "You did. I feel like you manifested it." Delicia says, "Yes, I'm glad you are listening to me." And then Zashery says, "Iman?" Meanwhile, Shayla's talking about, "Look at this. This is a great picture." She's like, "He's so cute." And then again, Zashery says, "Iman." And then Shayla says, "Yes, I just met this guy. His name is Iman." And Delicia says, "Iman Shumpert? Like, stop playing." She says, "You know, the NBA player. Big dog." Yeah, big dog. Anyway, him and Anthony, they have around the same amount of money. Anthony might have more money than him because of his business moves. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just trying to say. Alicia is over here pumping him up. Big dog. She's sleeping on her. I'm trying to tell you, she's sleeping on. So she's moved by money, fame, status. It all matters to Delicia. Shayla jumps in. She says, "You know what? I like him. He's cool." Shayla, because when you thought you was with Arby, you thought you was going to be a Coley, and you had 1 foot in and 1 foot out the door of fame. Then you try to jump on to Amber's good thing, and now you trying to mess with Iman. You have really fallen. I'm just playing. No, I'm serious, because you know what? If you don't want a man that cheats, don't mess with an NBA ex-NBA player, because she keep throwing out NBA player, ex-NBA player. And if you guys think I'm clowning, I'm not trying to clown. I'm just trying to say, Sonny Cousins had her, her heart in his mind. He wanted to be with her, and now she wants to be with somebody who doesn't even want to put a title on whatever they're gonna have going on. So Zashery gets upset. She's like, "You couldn't tell me. You just met him. You sitting up. How come? When is the last time I talked to you? You got a man all of a sudden, and you didn't tell me any of this was going on." So she's getting jealous because Delicia knows about this. Of course, Delicia knows about this. And you are not your sister's friend. You are just her loved one. Okay? You guys are kin, and that is all. She does not look at you as an equal, Zashery. You're beneath her in her mind. You are there to support her in her time of need. So Zashery knocks on it again. "You were able to tell your friend, but not me." And so she's like, "Well, Delicia is in the house with me, Zashery." She says, "Yeah, and I'm not." Zashery, don't let Delicia know that you so much jealous of her. Are you kidding me? Not gonna happen. Delicia doesn't care anyway. I think that she does care for Shayla and for Zashery. She's there for a good time and not a long time. Zashery is upset with Shayla. She is raising her voice. She says, "You know what? You have messed with a lot of men in the past, and I have always been there to tell you where you've been right or where you've been wrong. Why are you holding this from me?" Cousins, Shayla hits her with, "You know what? There's that energy that I was telling you about that you came with last time." You know what energy she's talking about? She's talking about truth, honesty. That's the energy she's talking about. Zashery, where are your friends? Because your sister's not your friend. You are there to assist her when she needs assistance. And you know what? When you would have found out about him, when she would have had something to throw in your face, a car, a new place, jewelry, going on a trip, that's when you would have found out about Mr. Shumpert. All right, y'all. This relationship is horrible. Shayla can't wait to get tossed up by Iman and stepped over. Your thoughts in the comments, cousins, and I'll see you on the next Ro Reacts TV video.